Before we get started, when this video is all said and done, I want to try and make this a positive outcome for everyone. I want you to feel warm and fuzzy. I mean, there'll be some tea, but I don't need death threats this early in the week. I get my death threats on Fridays, thank you very much. Anyways, so, in a recent interview with Sunmi by Billboard, Sunmi caused a stir when she revealed her answers to the following questions.
You're one of South Korea's most popular soloists, but you got your start in the Wonder Girls, who also spent some time in the US. How have things changed?
I can't believe it. At the time, there was no section of K-pop on Billboard.
It's partially because of the groundwork laid by you and Wonder Girls.
No, BTS.
We started a column in 2013.
Oh, really? Well, in general, the approach towards K-pop has changed a lot. It wasn't well known. I was an opener with Wonder Girls for the Jonas Brothers, but now I'm having my solo concert.
What do you think has changed?
The number of people I see in the audience is different.
Well, egos were stroked on multiple sides, and it caused a debate on whether or not there was merit in her answers. Did BTS really lay the groundwork for the US market? This particular idiomatic term is defined as follows: to create a foundation to provide the basics or fundamentals, or to do what is necessary before an event or process can begin, such as the introductory mathematics course will lay the groundwork for all of your subsequent engineering studies. To lay the groundwork for the US, but let's go bigger and say that K-pop's global popularity success goes way beyond BTS's monumental success in recent years. BTS has broken some amazing records in the last 2 years. There is no denying that. They will forever go down in history for being a part of what helped make K-pop what it is today and helping make K-pop more of a household name. Billboard was complimenting Sunmi and the Wonder Girls for helping lay the groundwork for the artists of today. And she modestly said, no, BTS. 2 words and this whole fucking shit storm started. This was already a vague term to begin with, and in my opinion, when it comes down to it, Sunmi's take on the meaning is different than what was defined earlier. As mentioned, you need the fundamentals and first steps before you can make the groundbreaking impact. It's always a slow build. That's always been what K-pop has gone through in just over 2 decades worth of experience. So for this, let's take it back to the beginning. Come class! For this, let's think about what helped make K-pop global. YouTube and social media, right? Well, that's 2005 and so on. Fun fact, did you know that the term viral we use for becoming suddenly widely popular through internet sharing originated in 1999? I mean, the word itself was actually coined in 1944 from virus around the same time, but our current use of the word is just 20 years old this year. And K-pop becoming viral time and time again since its golden age back in 2007 to 2009 has helped it continue to grow like a virus worldwide. But let's take this back further to the 90s when K-pop was born in its first generation. Acts like Sotaeji and Boys and H.O.T. and so many others set the course of how K-pop was going to be defined as a genre. I actually go a lot more in detail on my 20 most important moments in K-pop history video that I did last year that I might actually redo eventually. And so you're free to check it out after this video to get more of a backstory with this. But yeah, K-pop back then, and much more so now honestly, took inspiration from Western music. K-pop back in the 90s helped create a new alternative genre outside of the traditional pongjak or trot style music that was heavily found in Korean music. Thanks to Sotaeji and Boys and Lee Soo-man, the founder of SM, their inspiration from Western music helped adopt the styles of rap, soul, rock, techno, punk, and even trot to help revolutionize Korean music and give birth to the genre we now call K-pop. As we continued in the 21st century, K-pop started gaining steam internationally for the first time with the likes of H.O.T. holding their monumental concert in China, which coined the term Hallyu Wave. While simultaneously, the BoA project was gearing up by SM by having her debut in Japan to take on the second largest music market in the world. And shortly after BoA's success, TVXQ followed. This was a big deal, since this was the first time Korea removed its prohibition on Japanese cultural imports since World War II back in 2002. K-pop was not sustainable domestically, and as Korea began to build what is called soft power through its cultural export, the momentum of K-pop reached across Asia throughout the 2000s. With the creation of YouTube, the consumption of media through the power of the internet helped netizens across the world discover things outside of their home country for the first time, particularly the Western shores. With the first viral hit arguably being the Wonder Girls' Nobody, and then later's Girls' Generation's G and Super Junior's Sorry Sorry, all throughout 2009, the term the golden age of K-pop was coined, as it created a new era of Korean music that helped give its first taste of international success outside of Asia. It is with that the acts of BoA, Rain, and Seven all began their own attempts at the US market. SM's BoA and NYG7 first began their debuts in 2008 and 2009, respectively, to lukewarm success. JYP's Rain took to movies instead and starred in Ninja Assassin, while the Wonder Girls capitalized on their viral hit and created an English version of Nobody to take on the US market that same year. Sunmi was a part of this all, until she dropped out of the group to focus on her education, so enter Lim. The Wonder Girls pushed forward by learning English stateside and trained for the big American adventure, which included a Nickelodeon movie and a tour with the Jonas Brothers. The Wonder Girls' efforts did not meet the expectations they had hoped for, but at the time, they had made tremendous feats as the first Korean group to enter the Billboard chart. As Billboard pointed out, their K-pop section started in 2013, and that's because K-pop was slowly getting bigger and bigger back in the mainland post-Golden Age. You had BigBang, 2NE1, Super Junior, 2PM, Girls' Generation, SHINee, and so many K-pop acts defining and closing out the second generation of the K-pop genre. By 2012 and 2013, K-pop had begun to make a name for itself even more. All thanks to the things like the explosive popularity of Psy's Gangnam Style, who arguably really helped put K-pop on the map in many places across the world by setting new records at the same time. BigBang won the Best Worldwide Act for the Asia-Pacific region with 58 million votes at the MTV EMAs in 2011, while Girls' Generations won Video of the Year at the YouTube Music Awards in 2013. How do you think they won? Simply put, it's the power of the K-pop fans across the world. That is the foundation of what K-pop has been able to sustain itself over time in the 21st century. Thanks to the internet, K-pop fans have become united and built an online community, mostly, let's not get into fan wars right now, to share our common love for this genre. This community was slowly built as the years went by. Back when I lived in Korea in 2011 to 2014, they all predicted that K-pop would die out in the next 5 years, but it has continued to get bigger and bigger and defied those odds. Music listeners and viewers across the world no longer were bound to their country's offerings of media consumption. As we moved into the third generation of K-pop, new groups emerged and new talents and began to take the world by storm. BTS, BLACKPINK, EXO, and so many more found new fans, but their successes were not right out of the gate. They earned them. They too were slowly gaining ground through the power of the fans, including those fans in the beginning who were already in K-pop supporting their biases, now juniors. As I said, with each year, K-pop got bigger and bigger, thanks to the word of mouth and the power of the fans. BTS's success was all thanks to this. The ARMY fandom back in 2015 versus 2017 versus now are all completely different sizes. Like K-pop, BTS got bigger and bigger to help them achieve these monumental goals and be able to have the impact in North America that their predecessors were working towards just in the last 10 years. The world has changed so much in the last decade as a result of this digital age we're in. The globalization of K-pop has proven that music has no language barrier. What was considered taboo of hearing a foreign language on the radio is now no longer a surprise. As I said, K-pop was partly built on influence in the West, but now we're coming to an age where we're all influencing each other, no matter what background you come from. And K-pop has now become such a major player in the world of music that the entire world has taken notice of the trends they are setting too. This is how the foundation of K-pop has been laid. It was not laid in the last 2 years. The fundamentals to create the foundation have been slowly built in the last 2 decades across the 21st century. Did BTS lay the groundwork? Initially, no, but they have set the next layer in this foundation to take K-pop in the now 4th generation. BTS's groundbreaking impact they've achieved in recent years has paved the way for K-pop to continue to be an ever-growing genre in the coming years. Time will tell how things will go for all the acts now and in the future, but it's safe to say it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Thank you to all the artists and fans, past and present, who have helped K-pop be the formidable force it is now. Here's to the next decade. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hope you all found this video interesting. Please do me a favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons for me. If you want to support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, the links are in the description. I appreciate you for stopping by. While you're here, please be sure to check out many more of my works, and see you next time.